Hi, Deepa Rani Shekhar from Transform Life Programs. Love and Light. Well, friends, I always begin my videos with a story. That's because I love stories. Do you also love stories? Then you have to subscribe to my channel. Just click the bell icon and have more stories coming in. And if you have still not visited my channel, please look up all the videos which have a story and you will love the stories. So, coming to this story, there were a bunch of children who were playing Secret Santa. So, what is Secret Santa? Secret Santa is where you give a gift and your name is not written, only the one who's going to receive their name is written. So, the highlight is the receiver, not the giver. So, this was something the children were playing. There was this girl who had five candies. Her mom had given her five candies to be wrapped up and given for the person she is going to be playing Secret Santa. And then there was this boy whose mom gave him three cookies so that he gives it as his gift to whomsoever he was playing Secret Santa. So the girl wrapped up all the five candies and gave it to whoever she had to. The boy thought he will gift two and keep one of the cookies for himself. Well, then he had a change of mind. He thought, okay, one cookie is enough. So I will give one cookie and keep two for myself. So he had this thought for some time and then that's what he did. He packed only one cookie and repackaged it and gave it off. The game was over and it was a pajama party, a sleepover. They were all staying together. So this boy just couldn't go to sleep. He had a very disturbed sleep. And the next day they had a bigger party. So the teacher asked him, "Why do you look so dull, so tired?" He said, "I couldn't sleep well." The teacher was a very wise woman. She could guess what could have happened. She said, "Did you not gift wholeheartedly? Did you not give completely?" The boy felt he was caught red handed. He asked, "How did you know, ma'am?" And the teacher said, "The one who gives sleeps well. The one who takes cannot sleep well because he's constantly thinking of what if I lose this? What if somebody steals this?" When you don't have an attachment to what you give or to what you receive, just love and nothing possessional or materialistic attachment, then you sleep easy. That was the story the teacher said. This has always had an impact on me. And I always believed in giving. But today, at this juncture, as a spiritual healer, as a counselor, I have different perspectives coming up. And the first time this perspective came to me was by my daughter, Rekha. She asked me, "Why is it that always you have to have the lion's share of pleasure? Why can't you give the other person the joy of gifting you, the joy of giving?" She asked this about probably 6 years ago. I thought about it. Then I went back, retrospected what was happening. Yes, I always loved picking the tab at a restaurant. I always fought to pay bills. I always saw that I booked the cinema tickets when we went out with friends. I always saw that I cooked, I looked after. Probably I felt like the mother duck or the mother hen, whichever. So she said, you have to let others have the joy of gifting you. Why only you should have that pleasure? How right my child was. Yes, Rekha, you were very, very right. Then I worked on this. I worked a lot energetically on this art of receiving. So when I opened up this art of receiving, you know what happened? Things started pouring in. I'm not that, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying keep waiting for somebody to gift you. The pleasure for the person who gifts you is what I am talking of. So it so happened I was newly initiated into crystal therapy where I could heal people, and then I had mastered teaching crystal therapy and all that. And my good friend Kalpana Raman one day came to me and she wanted some crystal healing for something. And I did 3 sessions with her. She was phenomenally happy. She was so very happy. She said, I would like to gift you something. I'm like, Kalps, you have paid me the fees which I had mentioned. What more? She said, no, I want to gift you something. And she opened two little jewel boxes. And they had cute little earrings in them. And she said, pick whichever you want. I was like, oh my god, is this gold? Am I really deserving to get a pair of gold earrings as gift? And again, the situation is, I was thinking, which one is more expensive? What will she think if I pick the more expensive one? All this was going on in my head. And she said, okay, I want you to keep both. I was like, oh my god, I was zapped. I was zapped by the weight of the gift, by the love of my friend Kalpana. But yes, I had just then worked on the art of receiving. I received. I received with gratitude and love, profound love in my heart. And it did it make her happy? Yes, it did make her happy. It would have, because I did not ask for a gift. It was she who gifted me. It was she who gave it, because that would make her immensely happy. That is when this new perspective came to me, and I stopped hogging to always be the one who will give or gift. Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying shirk the joy of giving. Always see that somebody picks up the tab. When it is time to pay the bill, just escape into the restroom. No, that's not what I'm saying. Make it a fair deal. Let others give, and you also do it when you feel happy. Not for the heck of it, not for the pride of it, for the joy of it, for the love of it, for the love of the person that you are gifting. And this opened up quite a bit for me. And after that, there has been, the universe started gifting to me. So, for those who think, what is this receiving? What is this receiving? We are always taught to give, we are never taught to receive. Okay, you might have had this experience as a kid, or you might see kids doing that. Even when a candy is given to us as children, we want it, deeply we want it, but we have been told not to ask or not to take anything. So we are like, no, 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 it's okay, I don't want it. It's okay, I don't want, please. Okay, thank you, thank you. No, no, I don't want. The hand has already come involuntarily, because as a kid we do not have that much of strength to restrain ourselves, but the lips are saying, I don't want. How many times has this happened, and how many times you still see children doing that? Okay. And then the next thing is, when somebody gives you a compliment, you're looking so beautiful. What do? Yesterday I had a facial. Did they ask you? Did they ask you? No, right? Then somebody says, this dress is very beautiful. You know what? I bought it at the sale. Did they ask you? All that we had to do was say thank you and receive the compliment. That's when the universe gives you more possibilities of being grateful. Well, since I mentioned this dress, the purpose of this video is about this dress. I just want you to look at this dress, because it is very special to me. Because this dress has been gifted to me by my maid. Yes, the one who does the domestic chores for me. She gifted it to me, and she has been behind my back. Okay, behind my back. I know the English. Yeah, behind my back. From when my birthday happened on December 19th. From that day, she has been, sister, I have to buy you a dress. I tried dodging it till the month ended and the new year began. But she wouldn't listen. She kept on saying, I have to buy. Everybody has gifted you something. I have to gift you something. I said, you do so much for me. You do so much of work. Because you're there to support me, I can peacefully go on. I can be in my profession. I can cater to my clientele. I can go ahead with my classes, because I know her name is Sharda. Sharda is there to look after the domestic work. But she wouldn't listen. So yesterday, she said, you tell me the time I'm coming. And unfortunately, 3 days I did fix up the time, but there were so many emergency clients and things. I could not honor the deal with her. So finally, yesterday she took me and I bought this top, and she said, "What is this you're buying? Only this worth thing. I want you to buy something worth 2000 rupees. It's not about the money." And from the meager earnings that they have, she's spending 2000 on me. It was something very big. This is not worth 2000, of course. So she was, then she said, It is around 900 something." But then I told the shopkeeper in English, "Please tell her it is 500. I will pay you the balance." So she said, "You're saying something, I want you to talk in Kannada, the language I understand." And then she was so happy to buy me this, and she said, "I want you to buy three more because this was my budget." That is called the sense of gifting. The sense of gifting. So I did bring her back, but the downside of it is now she thinks every dress in his shop is only 500 and she wants to take her entire clan there. I will handle it when it comes. So I don't know how I will handle that. So let us see when it comes. So coming back to the story, a compliment we do not know to receive. So sometimes when you go through something like this, okay, we have to receive, but we don't know how to receive. You are looking beautiful. Thank you. You're also looking beautiful. You gave me? Tuck, take it back. Tuck, take it back. Do we do that? If you are complimenting them back, do it with gratitude, not with a sense of obligation. So, can you be open to receiving? Receiving so beautifully with so much gratitude that the universe loves to gift you. And the universe doesn't feel, array, it's not worth gifting this person. Can we all be open to receiving, really, really open to receiving with a heart filled with gratitude and love? Can we do that? 2021, 2020 went by in a way we did not even realize. Did it go fast? Did it go slow? We do not know. Shall we welcome 2021 with gratitude and receive all that comes to us with gratitude so that everything transmutes to something we can be more grateful for? Thank you so much for joining me, Deepa Rani Shekhar from Transform Life Programs. Love and light.